going on, family? Demigoddess will evolve, coming at you guys with another video today. I hope everyone's feeling amazing out there, drinking your water, exercising, loving on you. Well, welcome back to Evolve, family, where we have daily conversations about real life situations that high vibe beings can face in this modern world. Some of the topics we discuss here are overcoming unique trials and challenges, spirituality, mental health, and healing. If this resonates with you, don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys so much. Well, today, family, I want to ask this question. What makes them a leader? What makes them a leader? You know, what makes them a leader, family? I'm just asking. See, like, it's a lot of people out here that want to stand in a position of leadership. They want to lead people. They want to be in the front real bad. It's a lot of people want to be in the front. They just want to be there. It's kind of like the winning spot for a lot of people. I want to be in the front. I want to be in control of people. I want to have power over people, right? But I asked this question today, what makes them a leader? You know, just to jog some thinking, because see, I know it's a lot of you guys out here, you live in your life, right? You walk in your path, you're a high vibe being, loving soul. And right, when you are this way, sometimes you just want to give respect in certain places and you want to give honor in certain places, right? And you'll look at somebody, you say, well, this person's this age or this person has this title, and you want to show all this love and honor and respect and all of these things because of those things. And I think that's something we need to look at. I think it's something we need to analyze a little further because, see, we can get caught up in this conditioning that, oh, that's an elder or a senior person, so we need to allow them to lead. Or that person has this title or that title, and we need to allow them to lead. But the question I pose is, what makes them a leader? What qualifies them to be a leader of your life? And I think this is one of the questions we always got to ask ourselves. Because, see, you could come across beings on your journey that have this super inflated perspective, right? And this conditioned mindset that may not make so much sense. And I don't know if you guys have analyzed this or not, but there's some people who believe, right, that just because they're a certain gender, they're supposed to be the leader. They have that mindset. I am, let's just say, for example, right, there's some guys, not in no discrimination, because there's women that do this too, but there's some men that believe because I'm the man, I lead you, right? Just as an example now, okay? And vice versa, there's some women, right, who believe, well, I'm older or I'm the parent or I'm the auntie or whatever, so I'm the leader of you. They have these conditioned mindsets. But today, what I want to pose the question is, what makes them a leader? I think we need to be analyzing people before we put them in any position of leadership, right? I think leadership and bossy is two different things. Let me clarify. Okay. Some people are really good at being bossy. And then there's other people who are great leaders. And what I mean by that is, right, like a leader is a leader because they're influential. They influence you some kind of way, right? More than likely through their actions, who they are, how they show up. It's something influential about this being. Maybe they have a pain to power story. Maybe they overcome challenges and obstacles and they rise above controversy, and right, they overcome these things and they become greatness, right? Maybe they have like a some type of story or something. There's something going on that make them influential, right? They influence people a certain kind of way, right? Hopefully the right kind of way. And they're very influential. They're influencing people in a positive way, right? I look at that as leadership. But then you have some people that just want to boss other people. They want to tell people what to do. You need to do this and you need to do that, right? And they got like this thing going on where they want to boss other people. They love to get in these positions. And I'm looking and I'm like, well, what makes you bossy? Like, where is this energy coming from, right? I think it's very arrogant. I think it's a very arrogant space to stand in, to get in front of people and tell them what they should and shouldn't be doing. Because look, We're all individuals. You see what I'm saying? You're an individual just like I'm an individual. So when I get on my platform, right? I'm not telling anybody what to do. Do I look at myself as influential? Sure, I can say I'm an influential being. Sure, I can say that about myself. But do I put myself in a position of telling people what to do? No. Because I think everybody has a right to make their own choices and decisions, and we're all living our own individual lives. So we all should be making our own choices and decisions about how we're living life, right? You should be making your own choice. Just my thoughts on today. Now, can I influence you to walk a certain way or, right, be a better person or influence you to, I don't know, think positively? Or can I influence people to continue to cultivate community and love? And can I influence? Sure, I can influence you. I can share my thoughts, right? I can tell you why I think it's a good idea or a bad idea. I can share stories. That's called influence to me. That's called leadership. I can talk about my hardships and how I changed my life around and cultivated better experiences for myself. That's leadership. But I think a leader, they are leaders by their actions. So we should be looking at what they doing. Let's just say, for example, you got an elder that's not doing nothing, right? They don't do anything with their life and time, and they just sit there all day long gossiping about other people, but they want to put their finger out and boss other people around. And you say, well, what makes you the boss here? Okay, because like some people want to tell you what to do, but they're not really doing much. They want to judge other people, but they're not judging themselves. Right? They're not looking at themselves at all. They just sit around with their finger out. Bossing people. And there's some people that listen to them because, oh, she the elder, or she's older, or she's the right, this title or that title. And the question is, where is all of this power coming from? Why are we giving so much power to people who are not actively doing the things that they're demanding of other people? And not only that, why would you be demanding of anything of anybody else? I think we all should be making our own decisions and choices in life. I truly do. Now, y'all feel free to share your thoughts on this, but I've seen this time over and time again where there's certain individuals, right? They'll like get to a certain age or they feel like they in this position. It's weird. It's the weirdest thing. I've seen people like certain people will pass away and in their mind they're next up in line to boss everybody around. Oh, I'm the next up. I'm bossing everybody because she passed away or he passed away. So I'm the next up. I'm the next oldest one. And you're just looking like some people are so desperate for power. They're just so desperate for it and you analyze it. I think we should be influencing. Like if we want to have influence in the world, right? I think being an influence is powerful. I really do. Influence people though through your actions, like who you are, how you show up. Not because you got your finger out bossing people around all day long. Because there's some people, fam. See, we overcoming narcissistic people, narcissistic abuse, and heavy spiritual warfare. And then some people just want to boss other people around. They're looking for the opportunity to boss somebody. I don't know if y'all ever met people like this, but they do. They just sit around waiting for the opportunity to boss somebody. And you looking like, what is this about? Is it a projection? I don't think so. I think if you are conscious of who you are and you're aware, you're self-aware, you know who you are and you walking in who you are, you're self-aware, but you run across these energies that want to boss you. I think we need to always be asking ourselves, are they leading through their own actions? What makes this person a leader? What are they doing in their own lives? How do they show up? Not just because of their age or their title or whatever. How do they show up in the world? Now, on my journey, I've met some very, very strong individuals, right? Not perfect, but individuals who truly exuded leadership. Because you got to be careful. If they're not exuding leadership, if they're not showing up through by who they are, these people will walk you right off a cliff. You got to understand what I'm saying. Some people just want power for power's sake. They just want to lead you just because they just want the power to control other people. right? But if you pay attention how they move in their own life and you look real close to the detail, because see the devil in the details, you be like, well, shoot, why would I trust you? And I'm looking at the details here. Okay, I see that you're really struggling to lead yourself in reality, right? You need a lot of help, right? It's some people need a lot of help, family. You got to look real close. And they trying to control and boss other people, but they still need a lot of help in life. You better analyze these things because they'll walk you right off a cliff. They'll walk you right off a cliff and you'll be hanging on by the cliff. You'll be hanging off the ledge trying to figure out how you got there, following people who just want power. They want to boss other people. They're not influential and they're not leaders. You understand what I'm saying to you? So I'm telling you, this is just something came to my spirit today. To ask yourself on this journey, family, what makes this person a leader? You really want to look at these details because there's a lot of people out here pretending to be leaders, pretending to be influential, but when you look at the details, see, some people, family, I'm telling you, the ones of us that go through the most, it be the ones that went through so much hate, smear campaigns. You go look at their life. The details gonna show who this person is. Go take a peek at them people that done been smeared real hard. Go look at the details. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, you a stand-up individual. But it be them ones that look squeaky clean on the surface, and you go look at the details, and you be like, oh, nah, something ain't right here. These details is don't smell right. Something ain't right here. I'm telling you. So I think we need to be peering in a little deeper and make sure that we're being led. If you choose to be led or influenced in any way, shape, or form, look at the details. Really analyze who this individual is. Are they bossy or are they leaders? Right? Are they bossy and just want power, or are they influential in a positive way? I'm telling you, it's some people, family, being used as empty vessels to walk people right off cliffs. They be influencing and be telling people what to do by the droves, thousands and thousands of people, and walking them right off a cliff. Walking them right off a cliff, family. So we need to be aware of these things. I believe in these times. I would love to hear from you guys. Have you dealt with the bossy versus the influential? The power hungry versus the leaders? I would love to hear from you guys on today. I appreciate you for stopping by, for sharing your thoughts on this topic on today. I truly hope that you guys are choosing to be influenced by influential leaders on today, family, not the bossy, power hungry individuals. Okay. I love you guys so very much. I appreciate you stopping by. Like and share and subscribe and whatever you do to support the community. And you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. If you're new here, join the family. This content is for chosen vessels and past children of the Most High. If you've dealt with narcissistic people, narcissistic abuse, heavy spiritual warfare, this content is for you. Demi is here to encourage you to keep moving forward, inspire you to take your power back and heal the soul, and enlighten you on ways to do that. So if that sounds like you, join the family. We would love to have you here. I love you guys so very much. Thank you for stopping by. You guys have a high vibe day, okay? Bye-bye.